just like we said. Psycho coming up for FlyQuest versus KSG Zhen coming up. We saw what he just did to my boy Nephew. You know Psycho wants revenge. He's a little crazy, so you got to put him on the stage to let him get some points for the FlyQuest squad.
Ooh, so it makes a lot of sense, too. If you think about what had happened before, in the playoffs, or actually in regulation season, Psycho had gone back and forth with VX Bao. I don't think he wants to risk that. I think he wants to take what he does against Bison to a different caliber of Bison and force him to guess what Kimberly's going to do.
Kimberly, a heavy momentum character. Psycho plays her just the same and interrupts early, looking for a throw, gets hit by the roundhouse, and you already see Psycho trying to run away with it. Drive reversal to alleviate the pressure. Zhen in burnout.
Having to back away, right? He wants to reclaim some of that drive gauge back and not put himself in a very tough position. I like the scissors coming through. That was a counter hit, by the way.
Oh, I like the timing after the Devil's reverse. You go back, get a little more drive back, but it doesn't save you. You're in the corner, you touching green, but you might be touching grass, as in dead if he does the full combo. How long are we doing this, Vicious?
All day, every day.
Dead.
That's a lot of dirt out there, man. Trying to put him 6 feet under with the way you're bringing him up. But he's still back from the dead. Zhen, although at the deficit, Psycho wants to spend 2 bars for that round. Rather expensive. We usually see Kim try to save up for that level 3 to go into that install and get those buffs as soon as possible. But Zhen not giving him any sort of remorse. The bomb goes off. Hella damage incoming as well. Reapply the mine.
And you just see the damage differential is one of the reasons you probably don't want to go for it all the time, right? You know if you get that hit as Bison, you got a lot of damage that you can cover in a short amount of time. In burnout, Psycho gets the knockdown, still fighting valiantly, but the drive reversal gets him away from that corner and Zhen.
Zhen waiting for his drive gauge to come back as well. Psycho still in this burnout phase. How do you initiate? The trade-off, the neutral jump. No response from Zhen. We have the punish counter throw. Drive impact does get parried. On the way to the assault. Psycho literally beats him to the punch. He's gonna build a level 3. That's a critical arc into the big damage.
Hit him with the tag. And leave a Banksy at the crime scene. Let's go. First game, Psycho, bro. You gonna let this guy out of the asylum, the place with the white walls, the padded walls?
Ooh, and considering FlyQuest, they're at the home field advantage. They get to pick the next matchup up. If Psycho is able to run Zhen over and score those 10 points and put him at match point for the leader potentially, this could spell trouble for KSG.
Fought their way all the way back to get to this place, as well as being in the playoffs, and now FlyQuest looking real strong, especially as these games went on, right? We saw Nephew go by the wayside, and it looked a little rocky. Nephew coming and running it back, but now, because we are in the playoffs, you definitely have to switch it up, add Psycho in there, mix it up, put a little more sugar in the Kool-Aid, and now you got him on the ropes.
Damn, son. He's got enough for the rest of the party? He's got enough for the venue here in Los Angeles, California?
I mean, hey, that's a lot of Kool-Aid, bro. That's a lot of Kool-Aid, man.
Here we go. I think we can supply it.
Oh, what's up? Yo, shout outs to the crowd. I see you, Jenny Lee. What's up, yo? What's up, yo?
My man Barrett down there, too. I see you, brother. Let's get into it. The switch up into the DJ.
Remember, we were talking about this. They have other characters that they can put up there if things get rocky. And that's one of the differences between this FlyQuest and this KSG team.
Ooh, did you see the swing? The punish counter off of that fierce into the double jackknife. The roundhouse all of the meter. Give me that maximum upper.
Yo, with the perfect two, the special win pose, pull out the maracas.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, wow. The stand like to stop the drive rush. Momentum on Psycho's side. You don't want to give him any space.
Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times when Psycho is in control. Going into the driving range. Give me that boost and drop.
Oh, one more time. Another throw will do it here for Psycho. Spins a little bit of the meter to try to force the situation. Fight back to the middle of the screen. Stand medium kick, P for P. One for you, one for me. We go into the next round.
Pound for pound in terms of the damage, in terms of the pressure. But what happens when Zhen strikes right back at you?
Oh, trade.
The trade.
Wake up, OD Jackknife. They are swinging.
What do you do about this when both have 3 bars on the field, by the way? Zhen could find a big opener going to a drive rush combo because of the damage output. Sobot does clip. One more sequence for Zhen. Can he find the opener? The delay into the throw.
Level 3, I don't know. I don't no. And what a rebuttal by Zhen. It was 2 perfects, but it still goes by way of that KSG team.
The call out going into the DJ, I like this, right? We've seen Bison majority of the tournament up until this point, saving the DJ for the final stage. How imperative is that? Most of the time it's been 2 Bisons, 2 Mais. Other times it's 1 Bison, 3 Mais. This time it's the whole playing field of KuaiShou Gaming.
Man, I really love the fact that, like, it's coming into play now. We didn't see it so much throughout the season, but it's always been there in the rafters. One of the reasons I always brought it up. They don't have to stick to that initial gun. They go down a game, they can switch it out. There's the DJ, and now Psycho obviously sticking to the Kimberly. All right, here we go. Remember, this is best of 3, first to 2. This next game is going to do it all.
Beautifully done on the drive rush check. That crouching medium punch being able to deal so much damage and corner carry. But speaking of which, Psycho fighting his way right back out temporarily. It's Zhen trying to enforce the pressure. Forward throw, fake snowbot. No, it's just regular dash. Not a button press up until that point. Psycho getting punished for that whiff throw.
Oh, and he's getting punished for that one. He's getting punished for that one, and he's got the side switch. Okay, tried to sneak in something. He didn't get it though. Zhen still in full control. This next interaction, a bad read can spell the end, and that's the one. That trade is not in your favor. Zhen now on set point right now.
Psycho needs to find an opening, right? It's been rather difficult. Zhen's been all over the place. That's going to be safe. Gonna check the walk back ever so slightly. Psycho spending a lot of drive just to get this opener, and he does so with the throw. Counter hit off of the slide. Zhen presses some buttons on wake up, and he's also delaying some of his normals too. There was a counter hit against that forward throw, but out of the corner is Zhen. But back in, I should say, is Psycho with the drive rush. Damn, son!
What
He's
a
pressing
chase.
other buttons. Only jackknife eventually had to come out.
Oh, the whip punish to stand medium. And this could be a round if he wants to spin something. Reset into the throw, but he doesn't get the kill. You gave him another chance. Uh-oh.
And he's got critical art, Steve. And it's the slide to interrupt the drive rush. Psycho also at match point.
Oh.
The OD teleport, bringing it in. We got the big punish counter. Not going to see level 3 just yet, but the next interaction, you bet it's going to happen.
Oh.
Jackknife getting severely punished right into the level 3.
Yo, turn my music up. Big damage on the board. That power-up is going to go a long way. Zhen is in trouble, but he's got 3 bars. What are you going to do with it? The switch almost got him in trouble. He finds the hit. He spins the drive. Psycho put points on the board. Ends it with a perfect, and that's exactly why you fear this man, Psycho.
Crazy in the range, but crazy in the range.
Ooh.
When it comes to swinging, best believe he's going to be dealing that damage.
Wow. 40 points now. 40 points now on the side of FlyQuest.
Do you do it? Do you throw in Punk to God versus VX Bow? Personally, I like the idea. I genuinely like the idea. But the trust is going to fall possibly to another teammate.
I mean, look, like you said before, you could do that. But let's take a look back at this last match. Out of the gate, Psycho going crazy and getting that first game pretty clean, still talking to his bench so he can know what goes down. The switch to the DJ, one of the things we've been talking about all season from this KSG team specifically, able to switch characters. But when he did come back, he answers with a perfect, doesn't stop Psycho from answering one of his own,
right.
But he does get a game on the board.
It's so difficult to contest with how active both players can be while you're in the corner. It just leads to that type of momentum. But there were also some pretty big bets from the side of Psycho, letting that level 3 rock. Zhen, nice and patient, right? He didn't have to be risk averse, or sorry, he didn't have to necessarily be risk averse because of his life lead, but he did so anyway. And we talked about those final moments. How did it open up? OD teleport. Zhen probably thought a drive rush was coming. He committed to the low medium punch, as a reaction, and just went downhill from that single hit.
Man, the perfect fight, them swinging in the middle of the screen, Psycho getting the better of it. And look, I completely understand switching because it's a lot harder to deal with that Kimberly walk speed when you're Bison. And my man got a walker everywhere he goes, so he ain't moving too fast.